right, you guys, welcome to just kind of us talking about what it takes to be a virtual health coach. Now, I want to first introduce myself. My name's Meg Kozlowski, and I've been a coach officially at the end of July. It'll be 10 years. So 10 years ago, when I was 22 years old, if you do the math, yes, I'm 32 right now, but 22 years old, I decided to sign up as a Beachbody coach. And I know that might be a term that kind of makes people run. We have this negative connotation towards multi-level marketing, but I hope by the end of this, I can kind of change the way that you view things on that. Because I was one of those people who looked at that and thought, that is not what I'm going to do. That's not something that I want to put my name behind. And I absolutely fell in love with Beachbody, everything it stood for, the products, the supplements, everything. And we'll get into that in a second. But first, I wanted to share with you guys that I have been a full-time coach for 7 years in May. So I signed up in 2009. I went full-time in 2012. For about 2 years after I signed up, I was that person, and we'll talk about some of my hesitations, but I was that person that was so scared of what other people thought. And I was, really a year and a half into being a coach, and, worried about having to push products on people, and worried about it taking up my entire life, and worried about the fact that I really didn't have any experience with running a business or leading people or having a social media following. And I let all of those fears really hold me back for a year and a half after I signed up as a coach. And once I started to look around and see what other people were doing in the business and realize that they were just sharing their journey and not being pushy like we see a lot of people do on social media, I realized, okay, this is something that I can actually go into, and I can actually put my name behind. So we'll dive into that in a second. But before I dive into that, I want to share with you guys, I'm also a wife. My husband and I have been married in October. It'll be 5 years. I did tell him that for our 5-year anniversary, we'd go back to Hawaii where our honeymoon was. But we have a 6-week-old right now. So I don't think that that's going to be happening, as well as a 3.5-year-old little girl. So adjusting to mommy life and running this business has been interesting. But I'll tell you guys that if you have little ones at home, or you plan to have little ones in the future, it's possible. This is the kind of business that it doesn't depend on the time that you're doing it, like have a set time that you have to do things, but it's focused on certain tasks that you should be doing. And our team will help you learn how to do that and fit it into your life. So I'm the leader of Teen Fit Addicted, which is women of every walk of life. So we have moms, we have single women, we have people who are engaged, people who just got married, people who have young children, people who have older children, teachers, personal trainers, nutritionists, nurses, working full-time, being a stay-at-home mom, working part-time, every walk of life. And like I said, it's just certain tasks that you do. We have a to-do list that you'd start doing for your business that you do every single day in order to build consistency and trust and relationships on social media so that you can go out and help other people. Now, I'm thinking probably the person who invited you onto this call is someone you've been following, whether you knew them before you hopped on this video chat, or if it's someone who you've been just following on social media and you're like, it kind of looks like something I'd want to do, but I'm a little hesitating because I don't know what it entails and that sort of thing. Just know that we all started there, okay? We all had those hesitations. So some of the reasons that people sign up as a coach is, number one, first and foremost, and this was my reason, is accountability on their own health and fitness journey. Yes, I'm a nutritionist, okay? I went to school for a 4-year degree in nutrition, and I still sucked at accountability when it came to sticking to a nutrition plan and sticking to workouts, okay? So even if you have the education, we still suck at accountability. So I knew when I joined my coach that she was going to hold me accountable, and she was going to keep an eye on what I was doing and making sure that I was getting results and adding me to her support groups. So number one, accountability and support on your own fitness journey. The other reason is just making it a little bit of extra cash. I have people on my team who are like, I love my full-time job, or I'm a stay-at-home mom, or I'm a full-time working mom, and I just want a little bit of extra money to be able to pay for my daughter's gymnastics classes, or to be able to take my family to that trip to Disney World that we've always wanted to go to, or to just take the load off of my spouse a little bit income-wise. So we have people who come in just to make a little bit, okay, and still focus on their own health and fitness journey. We have people who join just for the support and community and positive environment. They might already be financially stable. They might already be on their own health and fitness journey and crushing it, but they're missing those supportive friends in their life who are also eating healthy and working out and wanting to be a positive role model for people around them. So they join just for the community atmosphere and not really focused on the extra cash. If they make some money, cool. If not, not a big deal. And then the last one is working for it to be your full-time job. Like I said, when I first signed up, it was solely for accountability. I never thought in a million years that this would be my full-time job, but gosh, I'm so glad that it is, and we'll talk about that in a sec, because it has really given me a life that I never thought was possible for me and my family. So a little bit about my story, you guys. Like I told you before, I had a college degree in nutrition. I was dead set on becoming a dietitian, and I applied for the 4-year internship. If you guys are not familiar with the way that dietetics goes, is you do 4 years of a degree and then a year internship. And when I applied for that internship, I didn't get in. And I was devastated. I had worked my tail off to become a registered dietitian, and you have to wait a whole year to be able to apply again. So I moved back home with my parents, and that was fun. At 22 years old, after being independent, moved back in with them, had all of this debt coming at me because I went to a school that my family really couldn't afford. We had tons of loans that we took out, and I had all of that come crashing at my feet. And I didn't have a job. I didn't know what I was going to do. I was 30 pounds overweight. I had struggled with eating disorders in the past, everything basically. And even though I was this person who was supposed to be a nutrition educated person and help people on their own journey, I was not walking the walk that I was talking. And I wanted to figure out how to just get myself back in check. So living with my parents, I was up late one night watching infomercials, and Turbo Jam came on. Maybe some of you guys are familiar. It's like a fun cardio kickboxing workout. And I decided to try that out. Convinced my mom to pay for it. So I didn't even have the money to pay for the program, you guys. And my mom and I started doing the workout together. And I fell in love with just the feeling of being supported by my mom on the journey, but also the coach that I had is now Janelle Summers, and doing the workouts and being able to do it from home and not having to go to the gym, and just the fact that it wasn't really feeling like a workout. It was a lot of fun to just get it done, and the positive environment of the workouts, like the person who did the workout, I loved as well. And I always prided myself on being that person that went to the gym. You know, I lifted weights at the gym, and I actually taught fitness classes, and I was kind of like a gym snob. And for the first time, I was like, okay, I can do a workout from home and actually get a really good workout. Those 30 pounds started to drop off, especially when I added Shakeology in, which some of you guys have probably drank Shakeology. And I was also a snob about that stuff, you guys. Maybe that's you. About meal replacement shakes and supplements and all that stuff. I was like, no, you get your nutrition from food, and you don't drink those things. And I was just a nutrition snob. And when I looked into Shakeology, and I looked at the ingredients, and I looked at everything that I could do, I was like, okay, I'll give it a go. I will give it a go. And lo and behold, you guys, 10 years later, I'm still drinking it. Okay, I drank it my entire pregnancy. Make sure you check with your doctor. Post-pregnancy with Tenley, pre-pregnancy, and then pregnancy with Braden and all that jazz. So it's been something that has been a game changer for me before I was a mom, and now being in the busy life of 2 little ones at home. So like I said, I was signed up as a discount coach, never saw myself turning this into a business until I had my first full-time job. And I worked as an exercise manager at a local YMCA. I thought it was my dream job. I was basically in charge of people who did the personal training as well as the fitness classes. And I got to organize all that stuff. So it was like fitness, fitness, fitness. And I thought, I was like, yes, I've made it. And then I realized I was making no money. I was working lots of hours, and I was very underappreciated for the work that I was putting in, as well as having to work on weekends. Like, that sucked. That really sucked. And so I started to look at this thing that was in my lap, this virtual health coaching through Beachbody. And I started to kind of dabble in things and started to post on social media, which I didn't have a background in social media at all, you guys. I just started to be myself. I said, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to share me. So hopefully when you come to my social media, you see it's me, okay? Nothing hiding, it's all me. And things started to pick up. People started to ask me what I was doing. They wanted my support. They wanted to be accountable to their own goals. They wanted to join my groups. They wanted to try out these programs that were changing my life. And it was like a light bulb went off. I was like, okay, I can do this, not because I have a degree in nutrition, but because I really like people. I really like helping people reach their goals, especially when they want my help. And so I just started dabbling in that, you guys, and went all in 2011 with my coaching business. A year and a half later, I walked away from that full-time job in 2012, and it's just been kind of, growing like crazy since then. So some of the hesitations that you guys probably have that I had was that I really was not super fit. Yes, I lost those 30 pounds, but I've never been that person who has like crazy muscles and, amazing abs and just all of that jazz, okay? I've never been that way. But the thing that I did have was the want and need to continue to improve my life and not be so focused on, hey, I need to fit into a certain size or I need to look a certain way, but how I can improve my health every single day through nutrition and fitness, okay? I said before, I didn't have a social media following. Instagram did not exist. Snapchat did not exist. I think Twitter was like the big thing, which now Twitter is like mostly celebs, right? Like if you're just randomly tweeting on Twitter, I haven't done that in years. And Facebook was the big thing. You couldn't even post pictures on Facebook, but I had 50 friends on Facebook, and it was my aunts, my uncles, my mom, my dad, my sisters, and a few people that I went to college with. So not a big social media following at all, you guys. And I've grown my business 99% on social media. I teach my team and my coaches everything that I've learned over the last 10 years with building on social media. And it really comes down to being yourself, giving people value, which will help you with, and just really building those relationships, okay, and that trust. So I didn't have any experience with social media. I learned trial and error, okay? And the other hesitation I had, you guys, is that I never wanted to push products on people. Maybe that's something that you've heard from other people about multi-level marketing, and you're like, oh God, I have that friend. We all have those friends that just plaster products all over their social media, and I never want to be that person. That was me. If you come onto my Facebook or my Instagram or the coach who's invited you onto this call, hopefully you're going to see that they are not plastering, Shakeology and, the Beachbody workouts and everything all over their page. When you come onto their page, you're going to see them. You're going to see that they're a wife. You're going to see that they're a mom. You're going to see that they are, maybe fitting this business in between, working full time and going to school or whatever. You're going to see their life versus just plastering stuff all over the place, okay? So I didn't want to push products, and I will tell you, over the last 10 years, I have never, ever felt like I've had to push products on people. Not once, okay? And then the last hesitation, I had a lot, but this is the last one that I think is a really big one, is that I didn't want it to take up my entire life. Guys, I will be for real. So I just had a newborn 6 weeks ago. Well, tomorrow will be 6 weeks. Oh my God, it's going so fast. I have a 3.5-year-old, okay? This does not take up my entire life, and I refuse to let it take up my entire life. Being a full-time coach, I put in 6 hours a day. Now you're probably thinking, I can't fit in 6 hours a day, Meg. I work full-time, I'm a mom. I am a full-time coach with a very large team underneath me, and I put 6 hours a day. Okay, think about that, you guys. As a brand new coach, we don't expect more of you than 1 to 2 hours spread out throughout the day, okay, and basically power pockets. So for my nursing moms, when you're nursing, hey, we just sit there, right, and we scroll on Instagram or Facebook anyways. Why not work? Okay, so you might see me at 2 a.m. responding back to messages, or typing up a post that I want to put up the next day, or responding back to emails, or doing something for my team. I'm making the most out of my time so that by 3 o'clock every single day, I can be present mommy. And I teach my team how to do that as well. Okay, so you don't have to have a million hours in the day to make this business work. Off of 6 hours a day, you guys, I've built, a very large team. And many people ask, so, okay, if you have a large team, do we get to work with you? Yes. I see Hope's on here. She gets to be a part of our team groups, one-on-one stuff all the time. Okay, so you're going to be having access to me as well as other leaders all the time. Okay, so like I said, I went from hating my job in 2011 to becoming a full-time coach in 2012. Our team has achieved a lot. The last 7 years, we've been a 7-time elite team. We're actually like right on the brink of our 8th year. What does that mean? It means that our team is growing and it's not just me, okay? The way to get to be an elite team is that the people below you are succeeding. That's the one thing that I love about Beachbody, and the way that they have their compensation plan set up is that you can't just sign up people and then say, bye, I hope you do well, see you later, right? Like just banking the money. That's not how it's set up. It's a people helping people business. So if I sign up a coach or a coach on our team signs up a coach, you get put into our team groups. Talk about that in a sec. And we have to help you succeed. Okay. We don't make money just by signing you up. We make money by helping you succeed, helping you get your clients set up and get results, helping you start building a team and helping your coaches succeed. Okay. That's the way that you succeed as a Beachbody coach. So with 7-time elite, we've been a top 10 team back in 2013. What that means is that out of the entire network, our team was number 6, which is pretty cool. We have also hit the highest rank in the company. You'll hear it's called a Superstar Diamond Coach. So lots of amazing things have happened. On the other side of that, you guys, so those ranks, basically what that means is we have other coaches on our team quitting their full-time job just like I did, paying off debt just like I have, bringing spouses home from work just like I have. Well, I probably shouldn't say that. He still works per diem because he loves his job as a physical therapist, and I will never let him quit full-time. He also, people have taken their family on trips. I've had coaches come on my team and say, I have dreamt of taking my family to Disney World and not having to worry about putting it on a credit card. They've been able to do that, okay, or whatever trip that you've been planning without worrying about money. For me personally, we've paid off all of our student debt, so over $180,000 in student debt between my husband's physical therapy doctorate and my degree, as well as my master's. We've paid off 2 houses. We've paid up for our cars in cash. We've set aside money for both of our children, so both Braden, it's so weird to say that since he's like 6 weeks, he's finally here. He's our rainbow baby. So, Braden as well as Tenley, their college degree, we have the money set aside for that as well as our retirement. And the reason that I share that, you guys, is because, yes, you might see income all over the place, but think about what it could do for your family. Think about if you have children, could you set aside money for them? Maybe that mortgage every single month that comes at you, you're like, how am I going to pay for our mortgage? How am I going to pay for my car payment? How am I going to pay for even my phone bill or my internet or whatever? That can happen with this business, you guys. An income, insert income disclaimer, it really does depend on how hard you work. You're not going to sign up and boom, you make up $1 million right there. It depends on the effort and the heart that you put into it and the hustle and the grit, and we'll help you get there if that's your goal, okay? The other thing that I think is probably the most important thing is that it's given me a lifestyle that I have control over. I get to be present with my children and my spouse, but I'm also a very goal-driven person, and if that's your personality too, we're going to do well together. I'm very goal-driven. I have to be working towards some kind of goal in order to be feeling fulfilled. Now, I'm not saying that I don't feel fulfilled as a mom. I love being a mom. I love being a wife, but I also love being able to help other people do what I've been able to do. And I get my fulfillment from being able to do that. Okay, so if you're someone who is looking for something outside of just being a mom and a wife, you're able to have that with this. I also love that I'm able to teach my kids how to treat my body right and their bodies right, because they watch us every single day, right? Gosh, it's crazy how much my 3.5-year-old picks up on what I say and what I do. Good and bad things, right? The other day, we only watched TV at nighttime. We'll let her watch about a half hour at nighttime. And the other day during the day I was nursing Brayden, and I said, Kirk, why didn't you turn on Ninja Warrior? And our 3.5-year-old was like, it's not nighttime. How are we watching, TV in the middle of the day? It's not nighttime. They pick up on everything, you guys. So if we can show them from a young age how to treat their bodies right through eating healthy and working out, which is what Beachbody stands for, which I freaking love, you're going to be setting them up for a very healthy life in the future. We also have amazing support. I've gotten the support in the community and my best friends. They've helped me through a really dark place. I lost 2 babies last year and now have our rainbow baby. But my team and the support in the community, that helped me through that helped me to continue to kind of get back to who I was before that. Because if you've ever lost a baby, that's really freaking tough. It's also helped me on my own fitness journey. So currently, like I said, I haven't been cleared to work out, but because of Beachbody and the array of things that they have set up, I was able to start a nutrition plan as soon as I had Brayden that supported my milk production because I'm breastfeeding, and it's helped me lose everything but 1 pound of pre-pregnancy weight in 6 weeks. Now, I'm not saying that'll happen for everyone, but it has helped me continue to have that healthy lifestyle during my pregnancy and post-pregnancy. We have everything for, whatever phase of life you're in. And now I get to pay it forward and help other people achieve that as well. So let's talk about, what would virtual health coaching look like? Like, what would you have to do? We have 4 things called the 4 vital behaviors. And it's super simple, you guys. First and foremost, focus on your own health and fitness journey. So probably if I look at every single person who is on this call as well as listening to this, you are on your own health and fitness journey, or you're just starting out, or you want to be on your health and fitness journey. And maybe you've sucked at it in the past. That was me. Maybe you've started and you've stopped a million times. And you're like, I just need something to kind of give me that motivation to continue to stay on and not fall off. Being a health coach does that because your paycheck is attached to it. I'm not saying that you have to lose 30 pounds. Maybe you're someone who doesn't have to lose weight, but you need to do better with your nutrition, or you need to do better on your water intake, or, whatever it is that you need to do. Being a virtual health coach is going to be a big part of that, because that's the number one for vital behavior, is being proof the products work, focusing on your nutrition, making sure that you're working out. And it doesn't have to just be Beachbody workouts. I have quite a few coaches who do things outside of Beachbody, okay? And they're still able to succeed, as well as the supplements, okay? The second one is helping other people get results. In their own health and fitness journey, we have clients. So, they would come in and we would help them get set up with a workout plan, a nutrition plan, get them plugged into our virtual fitness groups, and support them on their journey, which I think is so much fun. And so you'd help them get results. Then the other side of it is when you bring in people, if you want to build a team the way that I have and the way that, many other people have and succeeded, you help your coaches succeed. So you plug them into what the team is already doing, that we already have set up for you, the systems in place to help them be successful and start bringing in their own clients and bringing in their own team and so forth. Okay, so helping other people get results is number 2. Number 3 is inviting others to join. So you're on here because someone invited you to become a coach, right? They saw something in you. We don't just say, hey, anybody can join, okay? Well, really, anyone can join if they want to. But we're looking for specific people who are positive, upbeat, want to help other people, have good hearts, want to be on their own health and fitness journey, okay? So we look for people that have those kind of personality traits and invite them to join us, okay? So inviting people to join our team, as well as inviting people to join our virtual health groups. And like I said at the beginning, we're not going to push you to push people, okay? You look for people who need this in their life, okay? And you let them make that decision. Our job as a virtual health coach is not to convince people, it's to find people who need this in their life. Okay, and then the last 4 vital behaviors, so those were the 3. The last one, the 4th one, is personal development, and I think that's probably the most important one. And you can see all my books back there. Now I listen to them on my phone through Audible, because as a mom, I don't have time to read, but I have time to listen. And personal development helps you improve yourself from the inside out. So that would be one of the things, is you join our team that we help you focus on, spending 10 to 15 minutes either reading or listening to something that makes you a better person. And the cool thing about this fourth one, well, really all of them, is that yes, it helps you as a coach, but it helps you in every area of your life. To be completely honest, earlier today, I was having a mommy moment and I was about to pull my hair out. Kelly was screaming, Brayden was screaming, I was screaming, we were all screaming. I wanted to cry, okay? And when I finally got a free moment, I said, I can't let this kind of mindset go through the day because that's going to ruin my day. It's not going to give my kids and my husband the best version of me. I need to turn this around. 10 years ago, I wouldn't have even known what to do. I would have gone through and just had a crappy day, right? And just been like, woe is me, this is a horrible life, right? But now I have the tools in place. So I turned on, a podcast. I listened to it as I was getting myself ready for this video chat. I did a list of gratitude. I did a last video. Oh my God, I did a list of affirmations. I prayed a little bit. I meditated, and then my head was on straight. I wouldn't have done that 10 years ago, you guys. Because of this business, I have those tools and that knowledge to know that you don't have to be in a negative mood all the time, okay? You can turn it around. So those are the 4 vital behaviors, the things that we really help our coaches put into place. You're probably thinking, how the heck do those 4 things turn into a 6-7 figure income? Because over time, you guys, with the consistency and sharing this with other people, because how many negative people are out there, right, who are wanting to start their health and fitness journey and just can't keep that consistency up or need that positive environment, right? Over time, you continue to help more people learn that life can be amazing and it can be simple just by applying these things, okay? So that's how it turns into a 6- and 7-figure income earning business, okay? Insert disclaimer. So what does our team have to offer? As your upline mentor, really anyone who's watching this, I'm like your great-great-great-great-grandma, or I'm your great-grandma, or I'm your grandma coach, or I'm your upline, okay? So I'm the mama bear, basically. And you would get everything that I have to offer my team, okay? So we have a big, giant team group that anyone who wants to work the business, they get inserted into this group, okay? So you would hear from me with the latest programs coming out, what's working for me, whatever, okay? So you will see what I'm doing to succeed and how I'm helping my team, as well as my other leaders in the team. It's not just me, okay? You're gonna have access to our new coach mentorship. We run a 2-week new coach mentorship every 2 weeks, okay? So our next one actually starts on Monday, so July 22nd. If you're watching this recording, just ask your upline when the next one's coming up. But July 22nd is when our next one is coming up. And it's just 2 weeks, you guys, Monday through Friday. I run it with my coach, Abby and Brittany, and we teach you guys the simple things that you need to do to get this business up and running. We don't just fill your day with fluff and pray that you succeed. We break things down and say, this is what you need to focus on in order to grow this business, okay? So the next one starts on Monday. So you'd have access to that. You would have access to our challenge groups, access to our coaching events that we do. So if you have people who are interested in becoming a coach, we will have some kind of event or video like this or whatever to help you send to your people who are interested in coaching. You don't have to create anything on your own. We also have, just different groups to help you continue to grow your business, okay? So there's 2 options for signing up. So if you're someone who has bought a challenge pack in the past, or you're someone who is like, I'm going to get started on the Beachbody workouts, and I want to drink Shakeology, and I want to try the performance line or whatever, those are called challenge packs. And those range usually from like $140, like $140 up to, I think we have some that are like $300, depending on what you want and need. The one that majority of people purchase is $160, and that gets you access to an entire year of workouts. And then you either get to try a 30-day supply of Shakeology or the performance line, which is our pre and workout drinks. And if you look at the ingredients, my gosh, you cannot find anything else on the market like that, okay? So it's a big bang for your buck. So if you sign up with that, that would would waive the $40 coach fee. Now you're probably thinking, what's the $40 coach fee? The $40 coach fee gives you access to your digital new coach kit. Okay, so you would, as soon as you sign up, get this digital new coach kit that starts giving you some videos on how to succeed in the business. So you'd have that on top of what the team gives you, as well as your first month of your website fee. So website fee is $15.95 a month, and they do everything for you. For instance, we just had a program launch called Morning Meltdown 100, and I didn't have to do anything for launch day. I didn't have to worry about it coming up on my site. I didn't have to come up with a link to have everything set up or whatever. Beachbody had everything set up for me at midnight, I believe, the day before it launched. So I could just grab the link or tell my clients to go onto their site, and they had access to it like that. Okay, I didn't have to do anything. They keep everything up to date for you, which is so amazing, because who sucks at technology? I'm not good at it. So that would cover that first fee. Okay, so if you buy a challenge pack, that waives the $40 coach sign up fee. Okay, now if you don't want to buy a challenge pack, you would pay the $40 coach sign up fee. So you would get that first month of your websites as well as the digital kit. But I rarely have someone come in just with that $40 fee, because the challenge pack is such an amazing deal. Now, if you're someone who's already bought a challenge pack, you actually get that $40 reimbursed. So you would originally pay for it, fill out a link, and within a couple I think it's like 3 to 5 business days, they give you the $40 back. Okay, so you'd be signing up for free, which is freaking awesome. On top of that, as a coach, you get 25% discount on whatever you're using. So if you're drinking the pre-workout and post-workout supplements, or you're drinking Shakeology, you save 25% monthly, which is such a nice discount, as well as you make 25% to 40% on everything that you sell from your site. Okay, so that's one of the ways that you would make money, is 25% to 45% commission on what you sell. Last part that I really want to make sure that I point out, you guys, is that for our military, whether you are an active military spouse, whether you're in the military, or whether you are a veteran, you get all of the fees waived. Okay, so you could sign up as a coach for free. You would still have to pay for the challenge pack if that's what you wanted, but you could sign up as a coach for free. You would get the websites paid for free, I think up to 2 years, and unless, I think it's free forever as long as you're building the business. If you're not building the business, then it would be two years for free. Okay, so every single month you get it for free, which is amazing, you guys. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So guys, the last thing that I wanted to point out is that if you choose to do this, and say, you start doing it and you're like, nope, this is not for me, I don't want to do it. Guess what? You can cancel and there's no fees. Okay, there's no fees for canceling. I know sometimes I've heard horror stories of people canceling and having huge charges. No fees, okay? And it's super easy to quit. I probably shouldn't tell you that, but it is. You can just go on and fill out a cancellation form, and it's like that. You can cancel, okay? And say that you sign up and you're like, it's not for me. I really just don't want to do it. That's okay, guys. At least you tried. Okay, say that you do sign up and you're like, oh my gosh, this is what I've been missing in my life, the way that I have, right? I come in and I'm like, okay, I feel at home. I feel at peace doing what I do. I love what I do. I know that's what I was put on this earth to do, is to be able to help people build this business. I feel like I have my purpose, okay? Maybe that's going to happen to you. And maybe you're going to have a chance to completely change your life the way that I have. You're going to be able to get out of debt. You're going to be able to be more present with your family. You're going to be able to show your children how to stay healthy and get in the best shape of your life. That's amazing, you guys. And that's something that, hopefully you don't let fear hold you back from trying out. So guys, thank you so much for hopping on. I'm so glad that my kids stayed good during this. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. My name is just Meg Kozlowski, either on Facebook or Instagram. Make sure that you reach out to the coach that invited you onto this video chat or sent you the recording, and ask them any questions that you have left. So maybe you still have a couple questions. I hope you do, because you really want to think about it and make sure that you make an educated decision on whether or not you want to be a coach. But we'd love to have you on the team, and hopefully we'll see you in the next New Coach Mentorship. All right, bye guys.